This government meeting is brought to you by Eastworks and our local cable subscribers.
Select Board for May 9th, 2023, 6:03. Could we stand and say the Pledge of Allegiance, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. All right. So we have a quorum. I think John will be coming. He must be stuck in traffic somewhere here. So, do we have any open time for the public?
May I speak?
I guess come on up here, or I don't think we'll hear you or see you.
Okay. It's not live. My name is Cindy Palmer, 71 Glendale Road. Just want to make two very quick announcements. One is that a local group of citizens called the Good Earth Gardeners is having a educational program tomorrow, which is Wednesday, the 10th of May, at 6:30 p.m. at the library, and we're talking about, considerations for converting your garden into native plants. And the second thing is the Open Space Committee is sponsoring a conservation walk on May 20th, which is Saturday, same day as Celebrate Southampton, 8:30.
Spring into Southampton.
Sorry, Spring into Southampton, thank you, which is going to begin at 8:30 in the morning at the Manhan Meadows Sanctuary, which has been newly improved and renovated, and people that are interested would be welcome. Walk-ins are welcome to both events, or you can sign up at openspace@townofsouthampton.org. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, anyone else? Okay, if not, let's go on to our first agenda item, which is appointments and resignations.
I'll make a motion to appoint Walter Merrick, Building Commissioner Alternate.
Second. Do we have any paperwork? I didn't see anything. I couldn't see anything on that. Okay.
Or maybe it was just in the...
Okay.
No, you wouldn't have anything on that. This is a request of our building commissioner to add a second alternate.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Next, we have Board of Registrars, two positions, one to expire March 31, 2024, and one to expire March 31, 2026. And we have 4 candidates, if I'm understanding that right?
That's correct.
Can I ask the composition of the current committee?
I believe the current committee is one
Republican and one Republican.
And then there's a
Town
couple...
clerk is unenrolled.
one Democrat who's going to be expiring.
We are one Democrat who's going to be expiring, and Elaine Buckley, who resigned, was a Democrat.
Right.
Okay, and then there was also somebody unenrolled, because that's... how many registers are there?
No, Lucy is unenrolled.
3
The
plus
town
the
clerk is
town.
unenrolled,
Oh, there's only 3 plus the...
plus the town clerk.
Okay, so there's only one term then, right?
There's 2.
We have William Walden, who's already on there as
Yeah.
Republican, right?
Through to the 2025.
And Sylvia Galvin is finishing up her term and is running for re-election,
Right.
reappointment rather.
Yep.
And a third one? No.
Elaine.
Elaine.
Oh,
she's still on.
Elaine
Okay.
Buckley.
No, she
Well, she
resigned.
resigned.
Oh, she resigned.
We need
Okay, so it's to
the
fill her
balance of
term. Okay, so we're filling her term. Okay. Goodness. Okay. So, and we have,
So right now, we only have the clerk, who is...
unenrolled.
ex-officio, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
And then we have William
Walden.
Walden, and then we have the retiring person. And that's it?
The expiring term for Sylvia Galvin.
Right.
Okay.
And then-
I'll make a motion then to approve Sylvia Galvin for...
I'm just going to recuse myself since I'm part of this.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Don't go too far.
I will make a motion then to approve Sylvia Galvin, 131 Fulmer Road, reappointment, and Francine Tishman, 83 Glendale Road, for an appointment to replace Elaine Buckley.
Second.
All right. Any further discussion on that? Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Thank you very much.
All right,
With the articles?
yeah. So let's,
Okay, so in the past, we've done them either a block at a time per person, or we've gone one
Yeah.
number one. What do you want to do?
I don't know, let's see, so do you want to go through the amendments first, Ed, or do you want to just go through the warrant itself and just figure out the readers here? We have 33 articles, right? So, and I assume we'll have like a hand mic on the table here or something? So, let's see. 4 and 4. Could we do,
Well, what's easier for you, like both of you on the bylaws committee?
it's at the very end, it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter? Okay, so it's not like you have to be freed up to go to the other mic to talk to it or anything? It'll be easier for someone else to do those, or no?
It's going to be one thing at the very end, so I don't think it would matter. One of the two of us can read the motion, the other one can go and speak to it.
Should we just go right down the line then?
Yeah, I don't know if it's easier to pass the mic down each time, just alternate, 1, 2, 3, 4?
Yeah, sure. That's what we
Okay.
usually do. We
Yep.
only did it, I think, during COVID.
I know, we did
Yeah.
something different. So who wants to be Article 1?
You.
Okay. And we have the new
Ms.
motion.
Chair.
Yeah, we'll do that. So, okay, Chris has got Article 1, 2, Rini?
Wait a minute, do we want to go, sure, do we want to go through though and address any like change, or just, we know that the free cash numbers came in higher, Yahoo.
Right.
So instead of Article 1 here, we're going to be reading the new Article 1.
Now, the question is, the dollar amounts. Was the select board in favor of my recommendations
Yes.
that I put forward, or
Yeah.
you want to do something different?
I mean, I think we want to spend all of the free, or allocate all the free cash.
It does, and basically what I did here, because if you go by the formula, it only takes into account 75% of the free cash, it leaves 25%. So what I did was, I basically added the three pieces of policy, the 35%, the 30%, the 10%, which comes to 75. And I counted that as a whole for a percentage, and I just took that against the free cash number. And that's how I came up with the dollar amounts that would be in these. So
222.
222, 264 for capital stabilization. 195.12 for operating stabilization, and 63,504 to OPEB.
Okay.
And the only thing I will say is my eyes are getting worse, and I missed $2.
I thought you missed 2 cents.
No, I missed $2.
Oh, it's 80 versus 82, I saw that.
Yeah,
Right.
so somewhere in here, whether it's capital stabilization and operating stabilization, we should add $2 to whatever I got.
Okay, so can I just make sure I understand this? So you took the percentages that's recommended and applied them to the 3 funds?
Well, what I
To the
did,
4,
yeah.
To the 4 funds, minus
No,
what
sorry.
was already allocated for expenses, right?
Well, we haven't allocated anything.
Anything?
for it.
Okay, it's all capital or operational? Okay,
Capital operation or all PEP.
okay.
So, and like I say, I took the total, recalculated what the percentages would be if the 75% actually added up to 100%, and then multiplied that towards the 476, in this case 280 instead of 282.
Okay.
Okay. So
So are these numbers here accurate?
The numbers that are accurate would be the ones that are,
On the motion, these single pages.
yeah, the single pages.
Okay.
which are
All right.
attached in here.
All right.
Let's add $2. I'll do the first one, so let me add $2 to the first one. How's that?
Okay.
Get rid of that. So it'll be 224.
No, 222, 266.
266.
222, 266. Thank you. 222, 266. All right, let's get rid of those $2. Okay, then Rini's going to do number 2. Who wants number 3? I'll do 3 expensing.
Now, do you want to make a motion and second and vote those dollar amounts?
Sure, let's do that. Yeah.
I'll make a motion
Okay.
to approve Article 1, which will be to transfer $222,266 from free cash to the Capital Stabilization Fund. Article 2, to transfer $190,512 from free cash to the Operational Stabilization Account, and to take $63,504 from free cash to the post-employment benefits account.
Okay, have a motion, can I have a
I'll
second?
second.
Francine, second, okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you.
Can I ask why there's like one page with all the new motions?
Because that would be for
Separate
the,
pages for all the new motions?
Yeah, just use the separate pages. Those
Just so we're not,
Separate pages.
yeah, just so we're not
Those are the most
confusing, yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna make this away.
Yeah, we've got a couple of duplicate.
So Chris,
So
me,
Chris, Rini, Francine, Joy on number 4, John on number 5.
That's perfect.
It is actually. I don't know what we're doing with that, but number 5.
Yes, I don't think
Here we go.
Okay, I
that is a
guess
very good question. So John will do 5.
I'll have 6.
I have 7.
Rini, no, let's keep going in the same order.
Rini has 7.
Hang on, I'm losing it.
8.
Rini, 7.
Wait, it doesn't, aren't there new motions for some of these?
Yes.
8. is the
Hang
new
on, I've lost my pen.
Here.
Okay.
I got it.
Francine on number 8.
Did we do
Which one, Joy?
the number for Article 3? We did that, right?
The number for...
Yes.
Yes, the number, you
Sorry, I'm
know.
just reading it correct.
The number for 3 didn't change from this to
Okay,
Only
all right,
the first
okay,
one changed
okay.
by $2.
Yeah, just that.
So number 8 is
8 is Francine, number 9
is Joy.
Joy. 10 will be John. 11 will be Chris. 12 Rini. 13 Francine. 14 Joy. 15 John. 16 Chris, I think. Yep. 17 Rini. 18 Francine.
15 and 18 will have new motions.
Right. We'll come back.
Yep.
Francine, 19 Joy. 20 John. 21 Chris. This does work out, so we're ready. Chris, Rini, 22. Definitely works out. Francine, 23. Joy, 24.
24, Madam Chair.
Actually, 24 is the community.
24, 25,
CPC.
26, and
Yeah.
27 will be read by
CPC.
Sierra Simmons from the CPC.
Not us.
Okay, Sierra's going to do
They're
it.
going to do that. Okay, 24, 25, and 26. Okay.
27.
And 27. Okay, so they'll pick them all up. Okay, then Joy, you'll start in at number 28.
Yeah.
28. Okay, and then I think it would be John,
29.
29, if I get this right. 30, Chris. 31, Rini, that's okay?
Yep.
And then multiple pages here. Hold on.
Yeah.
32 Francine, yeah. And then 33 Joy. Hi, John, how are you? Okay, give you a few assignments here. Let's just go through so you can mark your own.
You're
Now
pretty
we-
much 5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah, pretty much, in terms of yours. But we've got new motions for 1, 2, and 3 in terms of the amounts. And those are in the package, which is on your left side. You can find them easier. We were... So in your package, John, you'll have something that looks like this. And the new motions are at the bottom or on single pages. And we were short $2 on the very first one, so I'm going to add $2 to the
Capital stabilization.
capital stabilization fund.
So it'll be 66.
222,266 is going to be the right number there. And then, so just let John mark which ones are yours. You're going to be number 5 in the warrants. 5,
10, 15.
5, 10, 15, 20, 20, and then,
Oh, yeah, right.
then we skip CPC. And you will be 29. Okay.
Article 8, right?
You have, no, Francine has 8.
Eight.
Yeah, why did I have
No, Francine, you have 9.
Yeah, that's what I had.
Yeah.
But why?
Did I not go in the same order?
I don't think so.
No, Francine is it.
Yeah.
She has 8.
We started out, so me, Rini, Francine, Joy, John, that's the order. Okay.
Okay. So we
So,
talk about 8?
yeah, so which other ones do we have new motions for, John? Or,
It is numbers 8, 15, and 18.
number 8?
So 8, the difference is we actually did not have any retained earnings. So the 212, 833 stays in total, but all 212, $833 will be raised from transfer station enterprise revenues.
So the way it reads here is accurate.
212,833 being raised from transfer.
Yeah.
And revenue
Right here.
19,975.
Yeah.
So you're not in the warrant, you're in the supplemental thing?
I'm on
Yes.
this thing,
Okay.
yeah.
But is there a separate page for it? But it's the same.
There is also a separate page.
But
for
it's
it.
the same.
But it's the same.
Is this, okay.
I just knew I'd have to give some to Lucy and to
Okay.
Robin, so I think that's why.
So
it's
these
separate
blank
pages.
pages can go away, right? Got it.
All right. And then 15 is, everybody ready to move 15?
15 and
Fire?
The ambulance receipts.
the ambulance receipts. So with the addition of the 2 wage accounts to that, the new motion is move that the town vote to transfer, appropriate an amount totaling $102,468.33 from ambulance receipts reserved for appropriation within the fire EMS department operating budget accounts. $250 to EMS certification, $27,500 to ambulance EMS expense account, $2,500 to fire EMS building expense account, $48,314.66 to EMS wages, and $22,153.67 in fire department wages for the fiscal year 2023 budget. And then with those, that's what's read rather than what's in,
Then what's in the warrant, right?
rather than making an amendment.
Okay. And then 18 is
The current balance in ambulance receipts will support that.
Yes, it does. You see, Bradley, for the total, I think it's like $275,000.
Okay. And then Article 18, slightly more for the
Yes,
vehicle
two things.
exhaust extraction.
We actually got more free cash, which meant there was more available for capital expenditures. The capital committee had reduced from 35 to 30,000 for this. We actually have the money to do the 35, but I had John go back and check because I wanted to make sure that quotes were at prevailing wage.
Correct.
Supposedly they are, but there was a price increase on January 1st, and that's why it is now 38,000 rather than the 30,000 that's in here.
So this was priced prior to January 1st?
Yeah, actually, we looked for the, we actually looked to start getting the capital request back in at the end of December.
Okay. All right,
So I think we've got, anybody have any questions on the warrant? Everybody know what they're
Huh?
reading?
I got everything.
I don't think you have any new.
I don't think I have any
You don't have any new
That's
motions.
what I was
Francine, you've got a couple new
making sure.
motions. You've got one at least, right?
Number 8.
Okay.
Right?
You on the bylaws?
No, a new motion on the page, not the bylaws. So you've got one of the new ones. You've got.
Oh, I've got several.
You've got 18 as a new motion.
I have 18, I have 3,
8.
and 8.
And 8, okay. Okay, got it. Just so everybody's clear. If not, we'll remind each other. Okay, so that looks like that's taken care of. Anything else on the warrant part or anything? If not, we'll move on to the next item. And we have in our packages
John, you also have one?
the budget if we need it.
It's the budget.
Yeah. So the budget's there. We've got in there,
There's no change to the 332 transfer to the override amount?
for the override, no. It's the same amount. So we have the budget sheet in the package. We have the revenue in there as well as we've got the DLS figures in here for the impact from the override as well as the debt exclusion for the loader and the debt exclusion for the East Street Bridge. And Ed, you're going to talk to some of that if it comes up? Or? So that's basically, just so we know, so East Street Bridge is going to be per 1,000, 11 cents. For the loader debt exclusion, 6 cents per 1,000 tax rate impact. And for the override, 34 cents per 1,000 for the override from the DLS sheets that are in your package here.
And I wouldn't say the DLS sheets.
Well,
I use the DLS
Use
calculator.
the DLS calculator, sorry. Yeah, thank you.
I don't want anybody to think that they can build
Yeah.
figures came straight from DLS.
Yep.
What does this represent?
I got that today because out on the STAM, small town administrators, there's conversations because there's a bunch of towns that are having issues like we are. So it went out of what are other communities doing for overrides or use of free cash or what have you. I will say that where it says $12 million override for that community, it's 1 decimal point off. It's actually 1.2 million.
And that was
A little
Hatfield,
different.
right?
Lancaster.
No, Lancaster.
Yeah.
Hatfield's still doing it.
Yeah, they're over on.
They're on tonight, I think.
I know.
I just
So that's
thought
just
that was
information.
information you might like,
That's just
might like to know.
That's just
Great.
information.
I know.
Okay. And then if anybody asks, we've got information on the transfer station because that didn't have any retained earnings, right?
And I talked to DLS about that, and they said we had 2 options, actually, because we actually had a negative $2,058 in 22, is we could either raise it on our recap, do our tax rate, or we could increase the fees. So Randall gave me a proposal which increases the bag fees from $20 to $22, and that's how we intend to take care of both that negative retained earnings and fill the gap for 2024 in revenues. It kind of acts like a policy. I have posted it in the clerk's office and on the website, so it'll come back for voting at the select board's next meeting, which I think is the 23rd.
What if we want to change it? What if we don't want the $22 fee? What if we want 25? I mean, single dollar bills. I guess my question is, when's the last time the price went up? Maybe we should just go with 25.
I don't know when they went up, but we can find that out.
Yeah, I can find out.
I mean, right now it's $1 a bag.
Yep.
Right.
Okay, I see. Okay, so I think we're all set with what you have in your packages, so let's move on, I guess, to the next issue, which is the opening of the historic Old Town Hall exterior restoration bids. First, and then we'll get into some personnel. We'll get into some personnel actions here after that. So this is for the exterior woodwork and painting of the Old Town Hall. Went out for quotations or bids? What did we got?
Bids.
Bids.
And we did get 5 back.
5?
Yeah. And I forgot to get any letter openers, so bear with me. So the first one's from La Rochelle Construction. I was going to say, would you like to write it in?
La Rochelle.
La Rochelle Construction, Inc. The base bid amount is $81,500. And there's a reduction for not removing the aluminum storm windows is add alternate 1 of $2,500.
Was that given as an option?
Yes. This next one is from Drizos Contracting LLC.
Can you spell it?
DRIZOS. Yes, I've got them on there because the outside envelope says John Charles Solis.
Rizzo's Construction.
So this one, I don't even know if we can get into it.
So we need to take from Jeopardy.
Either that or one of those other weird TV shows, but never mind.
Very secretive.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. The base bid is $142,000 with an add alternate of minus $11,000 for not removing the windows, the storm windows.
Wow.
So that's 141.
So they know that we allocated $100,000, huh? We need that hard to figure that out.
Yeah, let me see. I'll dig with them.
The next one is from Valley Restoration LLC. This one's going to be disqualified because they did not use the updated form or acknowledge addendum number 1. So you can just write 93.4 in the base bid, but you can write next to it not correct forms.
So was that after the amendment went out? Or was that after the amendment went out? They were to put in a new
Part of the amendment, part of the addendum was that no form that they were required to use and acknowledge. The next one is, yes, it says FRG. It's FRG contractor.
Aren't they already listed here?
He's got one. I will do 2, but
Okay.
usually, just so I got a couple of copies of it. One is from,
You can read my numbers.
We're right.
this one is going to be the same. It is not the updated bid form. Their bid would have been $89,917, but would be disqualified. And the last one
Unsealed the bills.
Yeah.
This is from KG Remodeling Inc. It's on the updated Form A. The bid is $96,450 with an add alternate for not removing the aluminum storm windows of $3,000.
So La Rochelle, huh?
Okay. So I'll make a motion then to award this contract, I guess, to the lowest qualified bidder, La Rochelle Construction, Inc., provided that all their paperwork is in order and that their references check out favorably.
I'll second that.
Oh, sorry, in the amount of $81,500 for the base contract and a $2,500 reduction on the add alternate.
Well, in May,
Or,
we're within our $100,000.
correct.
If you would take my suggestion, I would award the base bid because we have enough money to actually do it in the preferred manner of removing the storm windows.
I see, okay. All right, so I'll modify that to the, to make the award to the lowest qualified bidder, La Rochelle Construction Incorporated, with a base bid of $81,500, provided that all their paperwork is in order and that their reference checks check out favorably.
Second that.
All right, any discussion? If not, all those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, next.
And if you just sign that and send it around the table, that would be great, Jen.
All right, next, I think we have some personnel actions. Any other business that can't wait?
Only the
Board request on that?
Board of Health request transfer that got approved last night by Finance. That's transferring $7,000 from the health agent to contracted services for the remainder of this year.
That's in their current budget already? Yeah.
Correct. Finance signed off on it last night.
And you should somewhere on your packet.
Yeah.
Just add these to cover that.
So it's, moving it to allow for the continued inspection services, right?
Correct.
Okay,
So I'll make a motion to approve it.
all right. Second, all right. Any discussion? All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, thank you. All right, next, we do have personnel actions, and the first ones are personnel, new position PRFs for
Did we
the,
skip over any of these things, no business?
yes, I think,
Okay.
unless,
What's that community cannabis benefit payment?
that's just this whole thing about the committee that was going to get together through BOH to
Yeah.
determine a committee, and I don't think we've gotten a committee together yet, have we, that we know of?
I think they have recommendations, but
It hasn't come back to us yet.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
They've been focused on the opioid one, and I don't know that some of the same people might be on this cannabis one, but we don't think we had it back yet. So we'll have to pursue that and get an actual committee, just to be sure that we've got people to get talking
yeah,
about
they've
that.
identified people.
Okay.
It's just agreeing on it,
Yeah.
getting it going.
Okay, all right. So yes, we have some personnel change forms or personnel, PRFs rather, for the Council on Aging. An outreach worker is a new position, and the PRF for the COA director. So who would like to talk about this?
Did QB approve those?
Yes, and finance approved. So we have a Council on Aging outreach worker.
Oh, are they here?
They're in there, but
Okay.
I know where to find them.
All right, so this is general fund for COA director, and outreach is through their ARPA.
Right,
Yes,
for grant
that's
money.
what they received.
Do you have the one that was signed by Finance?
Yes.
Finance modified last year,
Yeah.
right?
There's one, so the outreach worker, there's no, I don't see any modification on that one.
Well,
Is it-
Oh, the outreach worker, yes. No,
It says
the
grant.
outreach worker, they didn't
okay,
change.
that's all.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
they
let's
did.
do them one by one then. So on the outreach worker, if somebody would make a
I'll
motion.
make a motion to approve the COA outreach worker.
PRF,
Second.
All right. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, and then the PRF for the replacement of the Council on Aging Director. There was a question here about the grade range and confirmed to match the grade range of grade 5 for
And
the
it
town
does.
administrator.
Yep, I confirmed that today. Thanks, John spreadsheet.
Okay. And then just a comment, I guess, from
Anything.
Finance?
Yeah, fiscal year 2024 approved budget. Any known employees of?
I'm not sure.
I don't know if that was right.
Any,
The intent was that.
Anything above what we budgeted would be taken from state. They would get. It would be
Okay.
okay, so whatever
Okay, so if they
budgeted.
had a very highly qualified person, they could hire and supplement it.
But it would have to be
Because
supplemented
because the
from
existing
elsewhere.
budget will support the 45,000.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, gotcha. Okay, so I think we verified a couple things that people had as questions on that, right?
Yep.
So what ends up being, so 3866 is consistent with grade 5?
I believe that's the
That's
highest.
the highest
Highest, okay.
step, yes.
No,
And
you're
that
right.
correlates to the salary here, right?
Correct,
Right.
at the increased number of hours.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yep.
at the 32 hours per week.
I believe so.
Yep, okay.
Okay. All right, could I have a motion then?
I'll make a motion to approve the COA Director PRF.
Okay,
I'll second.
all right. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Very good. Next, we have several from the Highway Department. I don't know.
So the highway department could be taken up as a group. They're all existing subcontract plow truck drivers that come in as needed to help with winter roads. They're currently all at $30, all those being preemptive, and adjusting it to $40 for the next winter to stay current with the market. And any charges there would hit the winter road only as needed.
So they're going from 30 to 40.
Correct.
Is that the going rate?
That's what Randall said, yes.
Okay. I'll make a motion then to approve Christopher Dunn, Kevin LeBrie, Jeremy LeBrie, Eric Larson, and Colby Nato, part-time, non-benefited plow truck drivers at $40 an hour.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All right. Then I missed one, sorry, back on the police.
This is just for his contract?
Right.
Did you
Is that
get,
like-
did you have that the other night? Because
That didn't come to us.
It hasn't been,
It hasn't been signed by PQB or...
or finance.
Okay. We have to wait, hold that?
Is this just his contractual?
it's his contractual change.
I think we can do it,
Yeah.
because we're in the middle of a 3-year contract with them, and this is
Do
called
we
out
need
for
to
it.
have the dollar amount for the motion?
It's in here.
Yeah, yeah,
Under
okay.
salary.
Okay, so this would be,
So
yeah.
I'll make a motion to adjust the police chief's salary from $111,936.68 to a new annual salary of $114,175.41 as of May 5th, 2023,
based on
Second.
it.
based on the employment agreement in place.
Okay, all right, we have a second. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. And then lastly, we have some for the treasurer collector's office.
Yeah.
If anybody would like to pick those up?
So, Robert, can you explain what?
So I'll start with a motion. Just
Yeah.
get it rolling. All right, so
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to approve the PCF for Robin Richards as Assistant Treasurer Collector, temporary, not benefited, at $19.64 per hour, which is her existing rate. And
Okay.
it,
Let's have a second first before we...
not to exceed X amount of hours.
Okay, sorry.
So-
Yeah, okay.
Second. And then discussion, she's currently filling in as permitted based on her restriction in hours as the clerk, but the treasurer has identified a candidate for the clerk, so she can't fill it if there's a temporary person in there. There also happens to be a void in the assistant spot, so she's just moving up to that spot and that pay item, line item, so that the next two items come up will be to hopefully permanently replace the clerk.
All right, so this is up to 15 hours.
Right, up to 15 or up to 19?
15 here,
15?
it says.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep,
Yeah, only 15.
okay.
Okay.
All right, so this is for Robin Richard to move into the assistant town clerk position on a temporary, non-benefited basis. Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And again, thank you for
Thank you.
stepping
Again.
up where needed here, Robin.
Yep.
And then the next two is an emergency 2-week appointment and then a full-time, same individual, PCF for Lexi Richard for the admin clerk that is now vacant based on moving Robin at it would be a full-time benefited position at $17.68 per hour to start May, upon passage,
She started May 1st.
May 1st, effective May 1st, under the emergency appointment.
Okay,
I'll second.
all right. Any discussion on that? All those in
Is it,
favor?
I just have a quick question.
Yep.
Do we have a policy in town? Is this person related to the other person?
Yes, she is.
Do we have any policy in town about
Not that I'm aware of.
No.
Okay.
I mean,
But
it's-
she's not
it's
supervising.
It's temporary.
She's not supervising.
No, she's not supervising. So,
Okay.
Right, and we did discuss that at
We did discuss it,
PPP,
yeah.
probably given who the makeup is on the fact that you have a current treasurer and a former treasurer on there.
Right.
Our treasurer indicated that she does not have any intention of giving Robin Richards authority to sign anything
Okay.
that would normally come along with that position because this is a temporary post.
Okay.
So based on that, we felt comfortable.
And you still have plans to hire the assistant?
I do, and I am in the process of setting up a second interview with
Okay.
an applicant.
Okay.
So hopefully that will go well, you know,
Okay.
and see what
Okay.
happens.
Okay, so I think we have a motion on the floor, and we have a second. Did we have a second?
Yes.
Yeah.
We did. We did?
Yes.
Yep. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, Maureen.
Okay, so all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. And that was for the emergency appointment and
And the regular.
the regular appointment, right? Okay, that takes care of that. No licenses, no other documents, and no minutes to approve. Is there anything else that we need to deal with? Okay, so just for everybody's reminder, we have our annual town election, May 16th, a week from today. We'll have a select board meeting on May 23rd, and we will have our community conversation on May 24th here at Norris School at 6:30 p.m. Okay. And other than that, I think we ought to at least say thank you to both Francine and Rini as their last official select board meeting here. So thank you so much, both of you, for all the time and effort, not only on select board, but all these other different committees that you've been working on, but certainly all your contributions to select board has been above and beyond. Lots of hours and lots of great ideas and input, so thank you very much for all your service.
Thank you. I've learned a lot, and I have one thing to say. Do something to help your community.
Exactly.
We have a lot of vacancies. on committee. So we could use a lot of people. Thank you.
We'll give you 30 days before we appoint you.
Yeah, right. Okay, so if we have nothing else, I'll take a
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
All right, we are adjourned at 6:45, and we will be going into the town meeting shortly. As soon as I sign a few things here.
This government meeting is brought to you by Eastworks and our local cable subscribers.